Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to present to you guys the fable, that Three Little Pigs. I don't know if you can see clear. This is a fable for kids. The technique I'm using is the reading theater, which is known as the performance of reading out loud a script to an audience. So, this book was published in 1989 by the illustrator James Marshall. So, let's start. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there was an older mother pig who had three little pigs and not enough food to feed them. So, when they were old enough, she sent them out into the world so they could seek for their fortune. The first little pig was very lazy. He didn't want to work at all and he built his house out of straw. The second little pig worked a little bit harder, but he was somewhat lazy and he built his house out of sticks. Then the then they sung and danced and played together the rest of the day. The third little pig worked hard all day and built his house with bricks. He was It was a sturdy house complete with a fine fireplace and chimney. It looked like it could withstand the strongest winds. The next day, a wolf happened to pass by the land where the three little pigs lived, and he saw a straw house and he smelled the pig inside. He thought that the pig would make a mighty fine meal and his mouth began to water. So he knocked the door and he said, "Little pig, let me in, let me in." But the little pig saw the wolf's big paws through the keyhole, so he answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs of my chimney chin chin." Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll hoof, and I'll poof, and I'll blow your house down." So he hoofed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf opened his jaws very wide and bit down as hard as he could. But the first little pig escaped and ran to hide the second little pig. The wolf continued down the lane and he passed by the second house made of sticks. He saw and he smelled the pigs inside and his mouth began to water again and he thought about the fine dinner they would make. So he knocked the door again and he said, "Little pigs, little pigs, let me in, let me in." But the little pigs saw the wolf's pointy ears through the keyhole, so they answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on our shiny chin chin." So the wolf showed his teeth again and he said, "Then I'll hoof and I'll poof and I will blow your house down." So he hoofed, he poofed, and he blew the house down. The wolf was greedy and tired to catch both pigs at once, but he was too greedy and got neither. His big jaw clamped down on nothing but air, and two little pigs scrambled away as fast as their little hooves would carry them. The wolf chased them down the lane and he almost caught them. But they made it to the brick house and slammed the door before the wolf could catch them. The three little pigs, they were very frightened, so they knew the wolf wanted to eat them. And that was a very true. The wolf hadn't eaten all day and he had worked up a large appetite chasing the pigs around, and now He could smell all three of them inside, and he knew that the three little pigs would make a lovely feast. So the wolf knocked the door again, and he said, little pigs, let me in, let me in. But the little pig saw the wolf's narrow eyes through the keyhole, so he answered back, no, 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 not by the hairs on our shiny chin chin. So the wolf showed his teeth again, then he huffed, he puffed, and also he blew the house down. He tried to. Well, he huffed and he puffed, and he couldn't. He couldn't blow down the house. At last, he was so out of breath that he couldn't huff and couldn't puff anymore. So he stopped to rest and thought a bit. But it was too much. The wolf danced about the rage and swore he could make down the chimney and eat the three little pigs for his supper. But while he was climbing on the roof, the little pig made a blazing fire and put on a big pot full of water to boil. Then, just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little pig pulled up the lid and plop. In fell the wolf into the scalding water. So the little pig put on the cover again, boiled the wolf up, and the three little pigs ate him for supper. So that's the full story of the Three Little Pigs by James Marshall. So thank you for watching the video.